Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Feeling overwhelmed by the constant stress of modern life? The endless notifications, the traffic jams, the relentless news cycle? What if I told you the secret to peace isn't changing the world, but changing your reaction to it? Today we're diving deep into a concept that sounds simple, yet holds profound implications for how we experience life. It comes from the thinker and entrepreneur Naval Ravikant, and it goes like this. Peace is not when nothing bothersome happens. Peace is when nothing bothers you. Let that sink in for a moment. Peace, not as an absence of problems, but as an internal state where those problems lose their power over you. We often chase peace like it's a destination, a perfect life scenario where the seas are always calm, the skies are always clear, and nothing ever goes wrong. We think, I'll be peaceful when I get that job, or when I sort out this relationship, or when I finally have enough money. But Naval challenges this entire premise. He suggests that true, lasting peace isn't found out there, in perfectly arranged external circumstances. It's cultivated in here. In this video, we'll explore what this revolutionary idea of peace truly means, why chasing external calm is often futile, and most importantly, how we can start building this unshakable inner peace, regardless of what life throws our way. Let's get into it. So, what is this peace Naval talks about? It's not the absence of noise. It's the quieting of the internal noise, even when the world outside is chaotic. The common definition of peace relies on controlling the uncontrollable external events, other people's actions, the inherent uncertainties of life. Naval's definition puts the power back in our hands. It suggests peace is a skill, an interpretation, a choice we make in how we relate to our thoughts and the world around us. It's understanding that while bothersome things will happen, they don't have to bother us. Why is seeking peace through external circumstances often a losing game? Two key ideas from Naval and related philosophies shed light on this. First, hedonic adaptation. Remember that thing you desperately wanted, that gadget, that achievement? You got it, felt amazing for a while. And then, you return to your baseline level of happiness or lack thereof. Humans are incredibly adaptable. We get used to the good stuff and the initial joy fades. Relying on external wins for lasting peace is like trying to fill a leaky bucket. Second, the nature of desire. Naval has another powerful quote. Desire is a contract you make with yourself to be unhappy until you get what you want. When we constantly crave things we don't have, we create a state of internal lack and dissatisfaction. This doesn't mean we shouldn't have goals, but attaching our peace to their attainment puts us on a treadmill of wanting. Naval suggests happiness is our natural state when we remove the feeling that something is missing. It's about finding contentment now, not perpetually delaying it for a future when. He often links this to Buddhist and Stoic wisdom. Much of our suffering comes from wanting things to be different than they are, especially things outside our control. So if changing the outside world isn't the reliable path to peace, what is? It's changing the inside world. This is where it gets practical. Building inner resilience isn't magic, it's a practice involving mindset shifts and conscious effort. Here are 3 pillars inspired by Naval's philosophy and related wisdom traditions. 1. The mindset shift, inspired by Stoicism. Focus on what you control. Ancient Stoic philosophers like Epictetus emphasized the dichotomy of control. Some things are within our control, our thoughts, judgments, actions, responses, and some things are not. External events, other people, outcomes. Peace comes from focusing our energy entirely on what is within our control and accepting what isn't with equanimity. When something bothersome happens, ask, is this event or my reaction to it within my control? Can I influence the outcome or only my response? Shifting focus from blaming externals to managing internals is foundational. As Naval might put it, can you interpret the event in a way that preserves your peace? 2. Mindfulness and observation. Befriending discomfort. Mindfulness teaches us to observe our thoughts, feelings, and sensations without judgment and without immediate reaction. Remember peace from mind? Mindfulness helps create space between stimulus, the bothersome event, and response. When discomfort arises, physical pain, an irritating thought, a difficult emotion, the practice is to just notice it. Acknowledge it without needing to immediately fix it, suppress it, or react to it. Okay, let's try this right now. Wherever you are, just close your eyes for a moment or soften your gaze. Take one deep breath in and out. Now just notice one sensation in your body without judgment. Maybe the feeling of your feet on the floor. Just notice. Okay, open your eyes. See? That little pause creates space. Studies show that simply allowing and accepting uncomfortable feelings rather than fighting them paradoxically reduces their power and our suffering. It's learning to sit with the itch without scratching it, metaphorically speaking. 3. Cognitive reframing, changing your lens. This is about consciously challenging and changing the stories we tell ourselves about events. Our feelings often stem not from the event itself, but from our interpretation of it. Cognitive reframing involves questioning negative or automatic thoughts and looking for alternative, more constructive perspectives. Let's break this down a bit more. We can use a simple model. Think of it as ABCDE, activating event, belief, consequence, dispute, effect. Here are the steps. Catch the negative thought. Identify the feeling it causes. Question the thought. Is it 100% true? What's the evidence against it? Is it helpful? Find a more balanced thought. What would I tell a friend facing this? We're often kinder to others. What is the positive angle here? Naval often suggests looking for this. Reframing doesn't mean pretending bad things are good. It means choosing interpretations that empower you and preserve your inner peace, rather than ones that drain you. Now, this sounds simple, but it's not always easy. It's a practice, not perfection. Some days are harder than others, and that's okay. The goal is progress, not constant bliss. And this isn't about toxic positivity or ignoring real problems. It's about changing our relationship to challenges so they don't control our inner state. Let's make this real. How does this apply day to day? Stuck in traffic? The external event is uncontrollable. Bother comes from thoughts like, this is ruining my day. I'm going to be late. Why always me? Inner peace comes from accepting the situation. It is happening, focusing on what you can control, your breath, the music you listen to, reframing it as unexpected quiet time, and not letting the thought ruin your state. Receive criticism? The external event, criticism, happened. Bother comes from internal interpretations. They think I'm incompetent. I'm a failure. Peace comes from observing the sting without over-identifying. Mindfulness. Questioning the interpretation. Cognitive reframing. Is it constructive? Is it just one person's opinion? And focusing on your controlled response. Learning from it if valid, letting it go if not. Unexpected problem arises? The external event is here. Bother comes from immediate panic and catastrophic thinking. Everything is falling apart. Peace comes from focusing on the controllable. What's the next step I can take? Accepting the uncomfortable feelings without letting them dictate actions. Mindfulness. And reframing the problem as a challenge to overcome. It's not about never feeling frustrated or annoyed. It's about those feelings not hijacking your entire state of being. It's about returning to your center more quickly. So let's circle back to Naval's powerful words. Peace is not when nothing bothersome happens. Peace is when nothing bothers you. True peace isn't a fragile state dependent on a perfect world. It's a robust internal resilience. It's a skill cultivated through conscious practice, by understanding what we can and cannot control, by observing our minds without judgment, and by choosing interpretations that serve our well-being. It's a lifelong journey, not an overnight fix. There will be days when external events do bother us, but the goal is to strengthen that inner muscle so that more often than not, we can navigate life's inevitable bumps with a sense of grounded calm. What's one small step you can take today to cultivate your inner peace? Maybe it's noticing your thoughts without judgment for 5 minutes. Maybe it's questioning one negative assumption. Maybe it's simply taking a deep breath when something bothersome happens. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. What does this quote mean to you? How do you practice finding peace amidst the chaos? If you found this video thought-provoking, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing for more content on living a more intentional and meaningful life. Thanks for watching. Remember, the peace you seek is already within you. It's just waiting to be uncovered. See you in the next video.